तो दोस्तों पहला पैनल है द intersection of literature and spirituality. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Swami is a dedicated spiritual leader in ISKCON, renowned for his contributions to Kirtan and Padyatra. His life embodies devotion to Bhakti Yoga, spreading Krishna consciousness through music and pilgrimage worldwide. Music आपने सुना, बाकी बातें अभी करेंगे. And the panel is moderated by Mr. Divas Gupta. Can I have Mr. Divas Gupta on stage? India's leading public speaking coach, 7-time TEDx speaker and IIM Udaipur faculty member with a powerful presence of YouTube and Instagram. He has inspired over 5 lakh individuals. He also hosts the popular podcast OMG with Divas Gupta. Join us, please, all eyes on the stage. Can I have 2 mics for the speakers? Thank you so much. जोरदार तालियां एक बार. सेशन शुरू करने वाले हैं हम लोग.
All right. So honored to have you over here, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
You explained for us the word invincible. I believe that all of us over here in this audience, youngsters, have this one question: the purpose of life. What am I supposed to do in this life? The word spirituality is like buzzing on the internet, and we keep on scrolling on the Instagram reels or YouTube shorts to figure out what's the purpose of life. If you would like simplify for all of us the meaning of spirituality and the purpose of life.
The meaning of spirituality refers to spirit, and spirit means the soul, Atma. We spoke about the difference between the body and the soul. The body is here today, gone tomorrow, but the soul is eternal. And of the two, the soul is actually more important. So I'll give a little story, if I may.
Please.
Once there was an old lady, and she wanted to buy a pet. So she went to the pet shop. Can I just ask in the audience, who here has a pet? You have a pet? You have a dog? Very good. Roof, roof, right? So she went to the pet shop and she was looking at all the pets. She saw the dogs, roof, roof. She saw the cats, meow, meow. She saw the fish. Fish don't make much sound. And she saw pakshi, she saw the birds, tweet, 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 tweet. But she did not like any of the pets, but she saw a beautiful golden cage, sonar ki pinjara. Bahut sundar sonar ki pinjara. And she purchased that cage. She brought it home. Her rose cage saf ka raha hi, cleaning every day. And the cage was shining like the sun. But she was so old, she did not know inside the cage there was a bird. And the bird was very hungry. Book lagao, book lagao, book lagao. But she could not hear the bird. And after 1 week, the bird mar gaya. The bird died. Oh, the bird died. So next day her friend came, knocked on the door. Please come in. See my beautiful golden cage. And her friend said, you mork, you fool. Don't you know, inside the cage there was a bird. So the bird represents the Atma, the soul. And the cage represents this sharir, this body. So real spirituality means not just to take care of the body, the cage, but also to take care of the bird within, the soul. So real spirituality means to give attention to both the body and feed the soul.
Interesting. It's a very interesting perspective around the purpose and the spirituality. What I learned that we are all spiritual beings here on this earth for human experiences. And I believe literature is one way where we can go deeper and deeper and deeper and understand what's the true calling. We have the epics like Ramayana and Mahabharata and great scriptures that we have referred. What importance literature has on finding one's purpose.
Literature is essential in finding one's purpose in life. Because human beings in this world, we have four defects.
Four defects.
Four defects.
Okay.
We
First one.
Imperfect senses. We look at the sun. The sun looks like a tiny disk, but we have scientific information. Sun is huge.
Yes.
So our senses are imperfect. Number two, we make mistakes. Mahatma Gandhi was told, don't go to the meeting today. You may get killed. But he went anyway. So he made a mistake. So we can all make mistakes in life. To err is human, to forgive is divine. Humans make mistakes. Defect number two. Defect number three, we have a tendency to cheat. We have a cheating propensity. We have a particular opinion. I like rasgullas. Therefore, rasgullas must be the best mithai. May be true, may not be true. But because of our opinion, we put it forth as fact. So that is a cheating propensity. And number four, we're subject to Brahm, to illusion. We think that we're this body and not this soul. I think I'm an American, you think you're an Indian, but actually we're Atma, we're a spirit soul. Jivera Swarupa Hoy, Krishnera Nityadas. We're all these servants of Krishna. So we have these four defects. So how can we know what is the truth? We have to take knowledge from Aparaya Praman, from that which is perfect literature, like the Mahabharata and the Bhagavad Gita and the Puranas, the Itihasas, the Upanishads. Through these literatures, we can gain pramanic knowledge of the truth.
Brilliant. So what I learned from you that if you need to have a condensed, purified wisdom, it can come through these scriptures and through this literature, right?
Not only purified, but without fault.
Without fault.
Because we have faults.
Yes.
So how can we come to the truth? It's only through literature that is without fault.
Interesting.
And that is coming from the Supreme.
I believe that a lot of us would have this question in their head. When it comes to going on that path, which one to follow, which one not to follow? We have a lot of religions across the globe and a lot of holy books giving the same message of humanity. Which one to believe, which one not to believe?
The principles are the same. Like the Bible says, love thy father as thyself. So all religions teach us we should love God. Love thy neighbor as thyself. We should love humanity. So all these religions are giving the same principles. So whichever religion you choose that is authorized, if we follow pramanically, sincerely, with determination, with enthusiasm, then we will attain the supreme goal, which is love for God. So we should see which community is cultivating love for God around us. You can tell a tree by its fruits, and then we follow that particular religion, that spiritual path. We dig deep and keep digging and digging and digging. We'll attain the water of pure love for God.
Beautiful. We'd love to ask the audience out here, how many of us have ever read Bhagavad Gita? Anyone? Anyone? Interesting. And I believe they'll all agree with me that whenever you read, you have a different interpretation of it. Not the same when you read it again and again and again. Happened?
Yes. Yes.
Why is it so?
So spiritual knowledge is called Nava Yovanam.
Nava Yovanam.
Yeah, Nava Yovanam.
Okay.
Ever fresh, ever youthful. So whenever we read, we get fresh knowledge from spiritual literature. And it also depends on our mindset and our degree of surrendering ourselves to the process. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, text 11, Ye tam mam prapadyante tam stataiva bhajamyaham mama vartmanu vartante manusya partha sarvashaha, which means, as you surrender to me, I reward you accordingly. So whatever we give, that's what we're going to get. To the extent we put our full consciousness into studying Bhagavad Gita, then Krishna will reciprocate with us and he'll reward us with the true knowledge.
Understood. However, this element of surrendering, we all have one thing in common, that is ego. Lot of ego is that, I know it. What will this book tell me? What will this guru tell me? So how do you surrender when you have so much of ego within you and surrender to that piece of text in that holy book, that literature?
We need to follow the principles as laid out in the book itself. Book in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, chapter 18, text number 66, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Raja Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayishami Masuchaha. He says, Sharanam Mama, engage in my surrender to me. So we follow those instructions. And Krishna also sends his representatives to this planet as the gurus, as the guides, as the mentors. So those gurus, guides, and mentors that are representing Krishna's message in Bhagavad Gita, we can follow their instructions, take guidance from them according to time, place, and circumstance. And then following their guidance, the Adhyatmic Guru, then we can attain the mercy of Krishna and get his blessings.
Wow. Beautiful, right? As youngsters, we prefer to consume bite-sized content, a 30-second reel which gives the core of the message. To spend hours and hours reading a book requires discipline. So what message and technique do you have for all of us who should switch to reading again than just scrolling endlessly?
So it is said, Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Hoy, Sarva Shastra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Hoy. By association with like-minded people, birds of a feather flock together. So if we can come together with a reading group, with a group of people who want to study Bhagavad Gita together, this will be a great blessing. That is why Srila Prabhupada, the founder, Acharya of ISKCON, created ISKCON, an opportunity for people to come together to hear and chant about Bhagavad Gita, spiritual knowledge, and ultimately about Lord in the form of Krishna.
Beautiful. So we have a great idea for Mr. Ajay and Mr. Sagar, that as Invincible Publishers have a reading club as well,
Yes.
where whichever book you launch, bring in the readers so that they can exchange wisdom and learn from each other. What say?
Yeah, we could even make a Discord group.
Oh wow, that's so cool, having a Discord group for Invincible Publishers. Brilliant, brilliant. What are your top 2 favorite books apart from Bhagavad Gita?
There's one book I love, it's called the Bhagavat Purana. And
Okay.
here's one shloka from Bhagavat Purana. Nigama kalpataror galitam phalam shukamukadamrita drava samyutam pidapat bhagavatam rasamalayam mohoraho rasika bhuvi bhavukaha. O expert and thoughtful men, relish Srimad Bhagavatam, the mature fruit of the desire tree of the Vedic literature. It emanates from the lotus lips of Srila Shukadev Goswami. Therefore this fruit has become even more tasteful, although its nectarian juice was already relishable for all, including liberated souls. Nigamakalpataror Galitam Phalam. So this Srimad Bhagavatam is Nigamakalpataror Galitam Phalam. Of all the literatures,
By the way, I love the way you sing, the passion that you have explaining a concept. Please go ahead, sir. All ears to you.
I love music and I like to use it in my study of these great literatures. So this Nigamakalpataror Galitam Phalam, it's the ripened fruit of all the Vedic literatures. If you go to a tree, for me, the best part of the tree is the fruit. And of all the fruit, the best fruit is that ripe fruit, that ripened fruit. So this Srimad Bhagavat Purana is considered the ripened fruit of all the Vedic literatures. So this is a wonderful book, and studying this book with pastimes of Krishna, pastimes of different avatars, Nrsingadev, Varaha, and Balaram, and Lord Ramachandra, and Matsya, and like this, all avatars are mentioned. 22 avatars are mentioned in detail, Nrsinga, and in this way, by studying this great literature, I feel my life has become enlifted, purified, and enriched.
Wow. One last question before we wrap up. Across all these scriptures or literatures, we have some characters. For example, we have Sri Krishna in Mahabharata. We have Arjuna. We have Sri Ram. And somewhere down the line, we borrow their personality traits. As kids, when we are reading those books, it has been offered to us from maybe our mother, from our father, or maybe some gurus. And that really helps us borrow those traits. What importance like characters have in a story?
So this is the quality of the role model. We're always
Role
seeking
modeling.
the hero. We want to learn from the hero whatever we can. And these are the leadership qualities. Yad yad archarati shrestas tattadevataro janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokastara nivartate. Whatever the leader does, the followers will follow. So we consider these heroes in the Mahabharata, in the Bhagavad Gita, in the Ramayana. There are heroes, there are role models, and they have wonderful qualities like humility, compassion, benevolence, simplicity, and sharing the peace of this world, desiring the benefit of others. These great qualities, we should take them on because we have so many terrible role models in the world today through the internet, just promoting, just do it, whatever it takes to get some money. Money is the honey. People are chasing money like anything. Now, money is good. Money can be good, used for good things also. It's like a surgeon's scalpel. You can save a life or you can kill someone.
Absolutely.
So we use those material things in the service of God and humanity. And we take inspiration from the heroes of these wonderful literatures.
Wow, thank you so much. I believe that we all have heroes around us. Maybe just require like one book to explore it and know who is our hero.
But you should also become a hero.
For sure.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time, and it was lovely being with you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
like over to you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bahod, Bahod, Dhanyawad. Hare Krishna.